And the answer to that question is Paisa Kalmana. Paisa Kalmana, the mashal is to a woman loses her husband. The example of an almana is a crazy thing. An almana without a husband. And this almana comes a young thing, comes a time where all the kids are getting together, the whole family are together. They're all there, the whole family's there. And she can't take quiet, and she starts crying. And somebody comes to her and says, why are you crying? Look what you have. Look, you have a family. She says, after that, if my husband will only be here, if I wouldn't be alone in this, the pain is much greater when you are coming together. Because look what we're missing, look what we don't have. So I'm so alone because there's so many people. Because we're all together, Yidden, everything's great. So why do I feel so alone? Because the Iker is missing. But when I feel that loneliness, there's a loneliness that's meant to be felt in Golos, that's something which is precious. That's something that says about who we are. And I want to talk about this a little bit now, because sometimes we're so busy doing the thing, and we forget to see what's going on, to see what this is. Because I'll tell us that Tisha B'Av is all a mayid. It's a mayid. It's like a yontif. Not because Lashon Lava, it's going to be a yontif. That idea of Lashon Lava, something being a yontif, something that was so painful, turning into a yontif, just doesn't make sense. But we're going to forget the pain. That's not what it means. When we say it's a yontif, it means something. And I want to talk about this a little bit. Because I want to stop for a minute and talk to our hearts that are sitting here sometimes and we're trying to feel, we're trying to connect. And I want to say, stop doing that. Do we see what's going on here? Do we see that the Yidden that are coming together because this is not okay. Because we want closer, we want more, we want the real thing. Why? Every person who's here in this room is a Kiddush Hashem. And there's something that we can see only when a person is alone. We couldn't see it when Hashem was talking to us. When Hashem stops talking to us, then we start hearing ourselves. We start realizing how precious Yidden are. We start realizing how this is crazy. That in the world that we're in, the Yidden that get together to say Kiddush, they get together to feel the Yom, to feel the closeness to Hashem. Just looking for something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I feel or I don't feel. There are people that are feeling bad that they don't feel. Look what's going on. Crazy. Any yontif which is a yontif of Mashiach, a yontif of Lashon Lava, what it means is it's a yontif that we created. It means it's something that's coming from us. You know why it's coming from us? Because Hashem's not on this yontif. On this yontif, it feels like He's not there. It feels like He's not there for us. And what do you do when it feels like He's not there for us? You cry out. You say, this can't be. Whether we feel it or we don't feel it, that's what we want, that's what we're saying. You know, Chazal say that Klal Yisrael came forth with tzaddikim after the Churban of the Bayis, much bigger tzaddikim than during the Bayis. Tzadikim ha'amidu b'churbana Geisler mi'binyana. Bigger tzadikim. The Chafetz Chaim was a bigger tzaddik. Every person in this room is a bigger tzaddik than the big people that were living back then. Bigger. Because they had Hara Sanim. They saw Hashem. They reacted to him. They answered back. From the place we're coming from, we initiate. That's it. We're initiating. We're looking. We want. Crazy thing. I want to be close to what Rabbi was saying before. The message of Magid. He said that when the Goyim came into the Beis Hamikdash, they found the Kruvim that were hugging each other. And the message of Magid said that that's because there's a din in Shulchan Aruch. That when a person is leaving his family, he has to go and be with his family. Can Hashem keep Shulchan Aruch? I want to try to maybe get into this a little bit. You know why there's a halacha that when a person is leaving his family, he needs to spend time with them. He needs to have a kirva, crazy kirva. You know why? Because what's his family feeling? His family's feeling they want kirva. They're feeling he's about to leave. That's something that was initiated. And a person's chayiv, the mechayiv of a person is chayiv to be with his family before he leaves. What's mechayiv him is his family. His family that need him. His family that are reaching out to him. So in a Hanami, when we had the Kruvim in the Beis Hamikdash, as long as there was a Beis Hamikdash, and Hashem was talking to us, we kept on checking on the Kruvim together. Is Hashem hugging us? Is Hashem not hugging us? Are we doing okay? Is He showing that special period? Is He showing it? That's what we were looking for when we were checking the Beis Hamikdash. You know what happens when Hashem leaves? Then we're hugging Hashem. It's a different Kruvim rooms that was there. It's not the Kruvim rooms that was there that was here when we make the discussion. It's a Kruvim rooms that was there that we express when we feel like Hashem is leaving. And we hold on to Him. And we're hanging on. And we tell Hashem, Hashem, wherever you're going to throw us, wherever you're going to put us, however confused I'll be, I know that I'm always going to be looking at you. And Hashem, look, the Chazais, Shimcha, lo shachachnu. We didn't forget you, Hashem. So not Hashem. We thank you. You also don't forget. Because we did this. We made this. We made this happen. When we say that a Tisha B'Av Mashiach is born, you know what that means? That means Klal Yisrael on Tisha B'Av. There's a later of a Klal Yisrael, of a class that comes from us. Because when we're alone and Hashem's not feeding us into this, He's not pulling us in, we go after Him. Yeah, and it might not look like the way it looked in Volozhin or in Mezhebush or in the time of the Beis Hamikdash. We might not look that way. Well, Hashem's not talking to us that way either. So everything we do, every little bit, is crazy precious. Every step is not normal. It's the steps of Mashiach. This is the Leda of Mashiach. Because Hashem stops talking so we can hear ourselves. So we can hear ourselves. So we can see what's going on when we don't have it. We can see what happens when things are not the world is not all ruchnius. And look how we're looking. And look how we're searching. And look how we're sitting here. You know, some of the Chaver here that drove 5 or 6 hours to experience a Tisha B'Av. That's crazy. They were already yaitz in Tisha B'Av. And they can't stop thinking, dude, how did it feel when I'm sitting there? Was I feeling it? Wasn't I feeling it? Stop. You drove 5 hours to have a Tisha B'Av. You know what that means? You know what that means? Stop. Stop and look at yourself in the mirror. Because that's the story of Golus. The story of Golus is when we're alone. Look what you can do when they're alone. Look what you can do when Hashem doesn't give it to them. Look what you can do when it feels like they're being thrown around. When it feels like everything is against me. And even myself, I stopped thinking, I stopped believing. Do I really want? And then I find myself back in the basement. And I say, that's the craziest thing. What am I doing here? How is it that I'm still here? When I'm so alone? What does that say about me? What does that say? This is the way of Mashiach. We have to see this. We have to understand this. How precious. How great. Tzaddikim ne'amidu b'korbanah. I always thought, I don't know, I always grew up thinking that used to be, back in the day, we had big tzaddikim. We had Nevi'im, they were closer to our Sinai, and all of a sudden Chazal tell us, oh, the tzaddikim that we have, the korbanah, I didn't make this up, and the Baal Shem Tov didn't make this up. Chazal say this, tzaddikim ne'amidu, ki rabim b'nei shemeima, yibnei bu. Rabim, the greater people, b'nei shemeima, those people that lived in the shmama, in emptiness, because we discovered that we're still holding on. It's just crazy. It's crazy. And that's the Yom Tov of Tisha B'Av. And if we don't see that, and we don't see what's going on, and if Tisha B'Av is just blah, it's just gray, a day of nothingness, it's a lie. That's a lie. That's not true. Because it would be a day of nothingness. You wouldn't drive 5 hours to get here for nothing. It's not true. This is the day that Mashiach is born. This is the day that we hear the baskol, the echo from Har Sinai that comes, Bizman HaKorban. There's a baskol. Baskol means an echo. It means that we heard the call of Har Sinai. But then we echo it back. We have what to say. We're still those people that heard that voice in Har Sinai. And we're still looking for that shtickle. We're still looking for that Kiros Hashem. Yes, it's hard. Yes, we're not expected. We don't have to be in. Yeah, we don't, but we're not judged by that. We can't have Nevi'im. Hashem not told me. How am I supposed to be a Rabbi? But I'm greater than the Navi. Rabbi Yerucham Namir said, Rabbi Yerucham showed it to me once, it's a crazy thing. Rabbi Yerucham says that a person who's sitting and trying to understand a Rishon, he's sitting over a sefer and trying to understand. He said it could be, and he said I'm only saying it could be because people are going to get upset at me if I say it for sure. But it could be that in a certain aspect, and I'm only saying a certain aspect because people get upset. He's greater than the Rishon that he's trying to learn. He's greater than the Rishon that he's trying to learn. You have Titus? Look at Rabbi Yerucham. Rabbi Yerucham here said it. He said it. It's there in the Sefer. Chazal said it. Tzaddikim ne'amidu b'korbanah Geisler b'minyanah. Because what in the world are you doing trying to understand the Torah? Nowadays, with everything that you go through, with all the anger, with all the frustration, you're still coming. You're still trying. That's the craziest story. That's the story of the Leda of Mashiach. That's our story. The Yom Tov of Tisha B'Av is our Yom Tov. It's a Yom Tov where we're alone, and that shines. Hashem shines a light. The limelight is on us. All other Yom Tov, we go to the Beis HaMikdash. Tisha B'Av, what kind of Yom Tov without a Beis HaMikdash? It's Hashem comes up. You know, even when Tisha B'Av is pushed off, and we do it on a different day, it's a mayad. Because we decided to fry a different day. And Hashem is going to be there with us when we're frying. There's no such thing as Yom Tov being pushed off. Ever. No Yom Tov in the world is ever pushed off. Tisha B'Av is. Because it's only us. We make it. When we do it, that's when it's Tisha B'Av. When we sit down, and we don't even feel, but we sit down. We sit down, and we say, I want that kid. I want something. Life is not the way it should be. I'm shy for so much godless. I'm shy for so much. Yeah? Where? We don't see it. Look at you, look! You're looking outside, you look at the next guy. Look at yourself. What are you doing sitting down on the ground? If you don't feel. If you don't feel, why are you here? Even greater if you don't feel. If you feel, oh yeah, those people that feel, big deal. So they come and they make the Shabbat. They're in touch, they're connected. What about a guy who doesn't feel? How is he supposed to be connected? Look! You came! Even though you don't feel. Why? Why do you come? Why are you here? What do you want? Because you know, you're Klal Yisrael. You're part of Klal Yisrael. There's so much here for us. Whether I can cry, whether I can't cry. If you can't cry and you still go, demonic, crazy. I'm not saying anything Kiddush. It's so posh this thing. Just look. Just stop and look. Stop and look at yourself. And we don't say Tachman today. Just look at Yidden. We don't say Tachman. We don't say Tachman. Even the people that are very makbid to say Tachman on this day, no Tachman. It's a mayed. It's a crazy kind of mayed. It's the mayed that brings Mashiach. It's something crazy. It's not a mayed that comes when Hashem is the book. It's a mayed that comes because I'm talking to Hashem. Kruvim urim zeh b'zeh. I'm hanging on to Hashem. When Hashem says I'm going, I say no, you're not. You're not leaving. I'm always going to be there. I'm always going to find my base medrash, my corner, my tefillah that I'm going to daven to you. I'm never going to leave you, Hashem. Yeah, and I might look like the big tzaddik that back in the day, but I'm a bigger tzaddik. Bigger tzaddik. Chazal says, I didn't say. I might not know as much Torah as they did back then. I might not have nevuah like they had back then. And still I'm hanging on. I'm still hanging on. That's a bigger tzaddik. That person who has the nevuah and has the clarity, and he goes to the whole Torah, and he walks in and everything's Kalish and Tar and beautiful. So of course, yeah. So he's connected. Who wouldn't want it? But you still know, with everything that we go through, we still know where we belong. We still know that we're hoping for bigger and better. We know that we're a Klal Yisrael. Crazy godless like the Rabbi was talking before. We still know. That's going to be the Mashiach. Of course, that means we can never take that away. That's our young. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, it's hard. We're not dancing on Tisha B'Av, but we're appreciating. We're able to stop and say that there's something I can still be happy about. There's something that I'm connected to Hashem with. It's so beautiful that Yidden can come when it's so hard to do this. When it's so hard because we're so complicated. Because we can't see straight. That's part of our goal, that we can't see what's going on. Stop. Look in the mirror. Stop. Look. What are you doing here? What are we doing? Still? After all these years? Still? After the superstar that we had this year? Still? What does that say about us? What does it say about how attached we are, how connected we are? That's the money. That's the proof of the words that we held on to Hashem. When Hashem stepped back. And then we heard the word that we never heard before. When we were so busy listening to Hashem, we couldn't hear ourselves. And Hashem says, I want that last place of Mikdash, the ultimate mitzvah of Klal Yisrael, to be something that you made, you brought it down. When we say that the Beis Hamikdash comes down from Shemayim, sometimes we think, oh, it's Hashem's thing. It's mamish the opposite. The first Beis Hamikdash, Hashem told us to build, so we built it. It's from Hashem. The second Beis Hamikdash, we told Hashem we need it, so we brought it down. From the Shemayim, we brought it down. That's ours. When we say the Beis Hamikdash is going to be Yorim from the Shemayim, it means that I have a plan to bring a Beis Hamikdash down from Shemayim. I'm bringing Hashem to me. Not like the first Beis Hamikdash that I came to him. I'm going to tell him how much I need it. I'm going to tell him how much I want. I'm going to tell him how much I know the godless that we have, how precious we are, and what our real Ratzon is. And he's going to bring down.
Come my own teshuvah, and I'm sitting with Kevin. I share, and I didn't have time. What's happening? Let me first. So in his brilliance, he asked, what was your conversation? What did you want to say to the guys, and what was the guys saying to you?
Black Tesla and a black Kia. It says promise a black Kia just promised like on the road. We're expecting a big delivery in the morning. A black Kia and a black Tesla. You just moved it tonight. I mean now, it's promise blocking. Thank you.
I'm saying that Mrs. Lurie would be able to express a lot of people speaking. I guess it's not such a bullshit to be honest and to like figure out how to be the best at it. Hashem is not such a bullshit. It's funny, we're a strange crew, our crew. And it's not like very embarrassing to try to really be a person and be honest. Honesty is not a bullshit. It wasn't a nice, strange category. Honesty is nicht bullshit. It's strange, that's that strange category. And if she would get up here, I imagine if she would get up here, express what is it that we want. There's a grayish lady, the Emma Square, I can't say Bibrirus 100%. It's Tisha B'Av, we're saying honest words and thinking honest things and trying our best. There's a grayish lady who hasn't started to speak. She has, sometimes a person has to open, especially a person who's hurt by it. Sometimes that's the Lord. There's a grayish lady she has a moon of Hashem. I felt Chevra Shagadar. She now only speaks to Yiddish. She's a Yerusham. She's Yerushalayim. She's a person, a God-fearing person. My understanding, she only sees Yiddish. She hears the hopes, the dreams. We spoke about the Goyim coming to join the circle. She's writing a book that there's a whole chapter. The book's now becoming about the guys. She wrote me a letter. I have a letter in my house I've saved. It's one of the most amazing letters I've ever seen in my life. She's not giving, it doesn't look like somebody exaggerating. She describes the hopes, the dreams of you, us. She describes the things I've heard today, and yes, we're sitting on the floor, yes, there's loneliness, yes, there's wants, yes, we have tremendous evil, hope, and desires, but we also understand we're shy. Things aren't by accident. Things were set up by Hashem. Yes, we're a generation aware and craving love from Papa. Yeah, we're craving love. We want love from our Papa. Yes, we want connection to the Papa. Yeah, that's, if we almost had to sum up our generation. Yes, we want to connect to Papa. When is there a Papa? They want to connect. That's our generation. We're really interested in connection, relationship. Yes, we're struggling. There's ziyuf, there's false connection. Yeah, we're a generation craving connection. Is there a generation like ours of hopes, of want, of craving? Even that there's industries of fake connection because Siddhar that's craving, that wants to connect to things, to Torah. Yes, and we're not even so good. They were better. There was other people better than us sitting in a classroom and just. The Rebbe's mamish saying the Shmak and Rashba, the word I want to enjoy, I want to feel, I want to experience the Torah. The guy is describing this man. We're shy to more. We don't. And we have good moments and good days and good weeks and good kufas in this man. That's what we want. That's what we're talking about. That's the conversations. Yaakov pointed this out. I literally came in today, and he was right, but I was looking at it. The Shalom runs and puts us where we need to go, and we hear what we need to hear, and we do what we need to do. I was looking at it, I promise, there's nothing in the safe, I promise, and I'm going to read it tonight, but I promise, it's pashut by me, for me it's pashut, I promise it's pashut by me, that the Sefer is only going to be a pirush on all those headlines. It's only going to try in some way what I saw and experienced. This Sefer, the less direct, I got like the thing itself. The Sefer, if you don't have the thing itself, the Sefer is going to try to explain the Torah of the tremendous simplicity of Yeshuasa Kivinu Kol Hayoim. I used to wonder a lot. Growing up, I wondered that in davening, we say Yeshuasa Kivinu Kol Hayoim, that we have a Kivun Kol Hayoim, and being very out of touch with my inner. I wondered, Yeshuasa, we all are the Gans Klal Yisrael, we all lying, Yeshuasa, in Shemona Esrei Doch, Anshe Knesset Hadol. I didn't know the guys yet. Today I'm lying, it's Emes Lamito, and Yeshuasa Kivinu Kol Hayoim. That we're trying, we're pushing, we're fighting, because we want Kirbus Hashem, because we want to shine the way we know we can and should. We want to get our things. We want to be who we should and can be, and are trying to be, and are expressing. We want to shine our shine. That's what we want. I'm hearing that day and night and day. The Sefer out was only trying to be mefarish, the guy in front. He's standing here expressing his kibui, his hope, his dream, his want, his frustration, his tremendous bikush for the right things. That's what the Sefer is going to try to explain. So why would I read an explanation of it? I want the thing itself. I experience the thing. Maybe later there'll be a time till I get an echo of it, but I don't have it. The guy's not there 4 in the morning, so maybe there'll be a time. And I'll be another time. I'll read an echo of what the guy is saying. If the guy's saying this, I don't need to read it there. I want to express to the heaven. I want to express that our hopes and the sorrow and the loneliness that's dominant. The loneliness in the sense that we're shy to connect to big stuff. We're shy to connect to the big ta'avim. The bottom of them was Hashem Lekechem, we're shy to connect, we're shy. It's a lonely generation. There hasn't been such loneliness probably since David HaMelech. It's a big generation, this tremendous loneliness when we're honest, as a loneliness, and we are honest, and we're talking about it, and we're like in that space, because we know a loneliness is, if there's nothing, a rock's not lonely, no rock is lonely, you ask any rock, no tree is lonely. It's not shy of anything else, it always be lonely. The loneliness is because we're shy to something, to connect to something deeply, and we have felt that. So then we're all very capable. Don't cry over spilled milk. If we're not shy, so we're not shy. So if we're not shy, we're not shy. We wouldn't be sitting here because we are shy. We are shy to connect. We're shy to say for Tillim. This has been a year that we've connected to Tillim. Am Yisrael is connected to Tillim better and more and deeper. And it's a time that we're very shy to David HaMelech. We're shy of the loneliness, the tremendous peaceful Yeshua, for Ratzon, for a desire, to a connection to Hashem, a desire in that space inside of us that wants to connect to Hashem. Before I met the guys, I'm thinking this conversations, how can I go into fishing? But before I met the guys, there was a period when I was your age. I heard about the Shema. I started asking tzaddikim and Geisler about Shema. I went around, I was a big chicken and afraid of them. I went to one big tzaddik on Purim. I was not drunk, and I went Purim, but I figured then I could you're allowed to ask. Much to my chagrin, he said, come back the day after Purim. Can I come back next Purim? And I asked tzaddikim and Geisler about the Shema. It was before I met my friend tzaddikim. Before I met the tzaddikim here, now the question is, I just didn't know you yet. I didn't know you yet. So then I was reading this, I was looking at Svarim to find it out, but today I have the conversations. The Shema, that's all we have. I'm not even sure how it could be Shaloi Lishma. The Neshama just once, for all the right reasons, for every, there's nothing else there. Yeah, what's Shaloi Lishma? I'm not sure. I don't speak as for a while, I'll remember. What Shaloi Lishma? The Neshama wants and wants for the right reasons. That's it. That's inside of us. Other things that come in, other things that we can be inside there and get ourselves organized to get to that place that wants for all the right reasons. Mitayich Shaloi Lishma, Ba Lishma means that inside you, it's not an external thing. If you do enough time Shaloi Lishma, you'll come to Lishma. Chazal aren't, it's not written right to that. Mitayich, it's more words. It should say, if Lasisa, Shaloi Lishma, Saif by Lava Midei Lishma, Mitayich Shaloi Lishma, Ba Lishma, means that deeper than Shaloi Lishma, within Shaloi Lishma. Sometimes we can't find the Lishma. You don't always get to speak to people who have massive tzipisa for Yeshua, who are expressing profound expressions of one for all the right things. So then, sometimes in our confusion, we have to like look and search within the Shalom Lishma, the confusing things, and find the Lishma. The Lishma is in us. The sum of our frustrations is like we experience and we know. Guys aren't coming, we're not coming from places that, oi, we're not shaykh, oi, we know we're shaykh. Every single guy saying, I've tasted, I have felt, and I experienced, I know what it is. I know what I am, I know what I'm shaykh to. We're precisely shaykh to Teshuvah because we know what it is, and we know what we're shaykh. And our frustration is not always being able to plug in to what we know we're shaykh, and we want more people plugging into what we know we're shaykh, and we want to plug in more to what we know we're shaykh. I feel a tremendous gratitude to the Rebbe for the expressions of yearning and craving, for sharing, for honestly sharing those expressions of craving. And I say to us, today is a day. Today is a holy day. It's a holy day. The Svarim before spring. People know this. The Svarim aren't saying like funny things, like they take every day. Kol Reit Fel, we said, is Sigua Ben HaMetzarim. All those that chase Klal Yisrael catch us. A lot of bad stuff has happened to us, Ben HaMetzarim. So it says Kol Reit Fel. All those that chase us is Sigua Ben HaMetzarim. They catch us at this time. It's a very difficult time for Kali Soul. It's not even something to run us to scary things. And yet the Svarim bring, it is said from Baal Shem, it's called Avodas Yisrael, says it from the Baal Shem. Avodas Yisrael brings that Kol Reit, others have said this as well, Kol Reit Difka. Kol Reit Fez, Reit Difka is Sigua Ben HaMetzarim. Person could reach Hashem at this time. Kol Reit Difka is Sigua. None of us have the cash on this. When we cry, when we're in touch with what we're craving, when we're in touch with what we're lacking, is a tremendous time. It's true that it is place. It's true, it's difficult, it's true, it's painful. And we're not trying to knock that. The conversations are painful. It's so interesting. The guy will come, I don't know what, my son Maishi is much more developed emotionally than me. And understanding the inners, I have to like study. A guy talks to me, and the guy shares, and I'm feeling more from the Rebbe. He's sad. I'm also so moved. I'm moved from what the guy's saying. It's Teshuvah, there'll be no cheers. I talked to Ohana today. He's expressing what he wants, who he is, what he's chasing. I'm sitting there blown away. We want good possession. That's what we want. So, of course, by us, the sad and frustration, the difficult zmanim, and hearing chitzoniistic things that we're running away from things we should be running away from. We're frustrated from things we should be frustrated from. most of the time guys are frustrated. We heard it's force things, and then we hear something. I'm watching the Chevra listening to Rabbi this summer. People were hearing like, does anybody know it's Bein Azmanim? Does any, I don't know what's going on. Guys are running start another share in the afternoon. The Chevra comes. We started 14 more share. People are running after something, words of emes, words that are resonating by us because we're craving sincerity and service of Hashem, the relationship, those are that, we're craving good things. That's what we want, and that's what we're interested in. And yes, there's void, yes, there's sad, yes, there's struggles. I speak to Shmuel all year. I speak to him the whole year, and I promise there's challenges, there's difficulty. I lose my mind for what he wants. I lose my mind. But does he see? Does he know? Yaakov said to me, just say to everybody what you're craving to tell Yitzchak. Just say, that's all I'm trying to do is say, we're Am Yisrael. We got it. We have the goods. Us. Not potentially, not if we go. We don't need even a Rebbe for that. I remember my friends and I, Shmuel, were part of the Chabura. We were part of a Musar Chabura. And we were learning together. We were trying to, like, mamish similar to the guys. We didn't know our insides like at all. But we still had hopes and we wanted. And we were learning Musar, we were learning Svarah, and we got very frustrated. And we were looking for a tzaddik, for another gadol to help us, to guide our Chabura. And we looked around, and we found, Siyata D'Shmaya, we found a big tzaddik and a gadol. And this tzaddik and gadol would lead our Chabura. It was a Siyata D'Shmaya, we found him. And my friends, Vaxla is big, I left Eretz Yisrael, and my friends, it could be going out of the I don't know. Gadol's a Zakh, Mufla, Tzaddik Yisrael. Could this Chabura could be going out of the I don't know. It's not, I don't know. But we found that I remember the first gathering with him. And he said, you don't need me at all. We told him our journey, our frustrations, our mess-ups. He said, you don't need me at all. He said, you keep going. You have every dream, keep going. He said, I'm here, I'm an old man. I'll tell you, I'll just encourage you to keep going. You're doing the right things. You have the right things. You don't need me at all. That was the first meeting with him. It was so interesting. After all the research getting him, I was only saying Kemat to hear that. It's from the best things I ever heard in my life. Kemat, I heard a few more shir, not much. I knew shortly. But to hear the tzaddik say, keep going, what you're searching for, what you want, listen to yourself, what you're interested in, and of course, yes, there's frustration because we know what we want, we know what we are. And then at times it's hard to just relax and plug into that. Okay, so there's frustration, there's something to go fishing about, there's void, there's a gap, and we want to plug in better and more, and we have a craving for it for sure. And I thank the Chevra for sharing this secret, this tremendous, this kivu, this hope and want and knowledge. I described before what we saw, that's the whole world. That was a little glimpse. So we had that circle and those beautiful the people ran to the circle like Baruch Shukri. The guys, and each one was run for. Of course, that's always would run after. Always would run after. When the Yid plugs in, when the Yid doesn't know who he is, then other things happen. When the Yid is plugged in and knows, so he has good stuff. If we could pray again, Hashem Aleirach, again to Hashem. On a day that we're in a strange way, with this sorrow, but us being the ones, like Rabbi pointed out, us feeling the sorrow and caring about the sorrow. So then that's a day of carefulness, and then it's a mayit as well. And the mayit certainly can lead us out. Hashem
Amen.
song that we very much tapped into by Eli and Diane. And I want to say over a mice that happened, Eli, it's just a true story. And to describe that we have things, we have real things. And our availance is for not being in touch with real things that we have. Somebody walk into a Waterbury tefillah. There's certainly so much beauty to see, so much sincerity, but there's also more talking than I'd like there to be. Than I, people talking, and we have to be mechazik. So somebody can come into the tefillah, and they have to be mechazik. You want to pray, it's not covered Shemayim. Somebody could say on the tefillah what's there when we have it. Like Rabbi taught us, we're not creating anything, we're talking to Hashem. I got a call from Eli's father. Eli's father is in Olam Haba today. And Eli's tata was a good friend of mine. And he's a very straight, what they call a blunt person. He wasn't the type, like a Litvish guy, didn't believe in bougie stuff. It's very practical, what we call a blunt man. And he calls me up and he asks me, is the chazan in Waterbury wear the talus over his head? Strange question. A few months after Eli's material, does the chazan wear the talus over the head? So I said, it's like a funny question to ask. Armati, he's a friend of mine. I said, Armati, it's a very interesting. You're asking me, it happens to be we keep a lot of the Hagen of Chaim Berlin. And my overland was makbid at the chazan. We were makbid at the chazan wears the talus over his head. Even a bacher normally in the veld, so only a married person wears the talus over the head. Yeshiva by us. The chazan we were makbid. We rather went back a little bit this year. I like chazan and I daven from it. I try to keep it. You should just know the minhag yeshiva. You daven from it. The talus goes over your head. That's always been the minhag. This year in yeshiva, I try to put it back. It's always, there's very makbid, beautiful surah. The chazan wears the talus over his head. So I said, told him, but again, we wear it like a funny question. So he said, I'm asking you because Eli came to me in a dream last night, and he said, Tata, they let me in Shemayim every day. He would love the minyan in yeshiva, and he said, I daven with the Masifta every single day to his father. And he said to his father that you're going to doubt me, you're going to doubt this. So to prove that it's MS, Paul Kalish, he said, call up. And he said, I'm there every single day. They let me in Shemayim. I daven in the Masifta minyan every day. And they let me daven. If you want proof that it's MS, call up and ask. The Eidos is that the talus is over the head. If the talus, you know it's a true story, I'm telling you, the talus over there. The Mati said, I never heard of Chanina. Is the talus over there? Yes. That's what he told me. We have real things. We don't like make it feel like a person like has to know. We're talking to Hashem. Somebody leaves Olam Haba to join our minyan because it's a holy place. And anytime you have a holy place, it's not a chiddush to me that he leaves Olam Haba to daven at the minyan. Of course, the daven is sincere people. Of course, a big Rosh Yeshiva came for the day of Yeshiva. He surprised us in part for the day. He told me there were a lot of things he didn't like. He didn't like chops. I'm getting excited. I think he had a good head of hair, this Rosh Yeshiva. For me, I live like Harris. He didn't like chops. He said a list of things he didn't like. And he said he looked around by prayer. He saw people die. And he said, I feel in such a thing. He said, I looked at him. He was a steiner. A bunch of people pray to Hashem. Every morning, the Chevra sees that the nurse in yeshiva comes a half hour early to his job. He said, I feel something in this room. There's something in this room. There's a Zayda, his children, there's something in this room. He comes every single day. I called my father if I could buy the guy to tell us. My father gave me rishus. I would never let him wear tefillin. Tefillin's Kedushas Yisrael. It's our body's Kedushas Yisrael. I put it fabric. Tefillin on the no chance. We need a Yiddish body. The body's part of the mitzvah. Tefillin, that we need a Yiddish goof. Only a Yiddish arm. Only a Yiddish mayach. You can't go on it. It's not possible. Talus is like the Nefesh on mitzvahs. He feels the guy runs over to our circle. So who are we to kick Basi, basically, Karin Kolam. Basi, Selim Elokim. What of the house? Comes to the meaning, he says there's something here. Of course he feels it. Shit. It's Varm Shuk. Varm Shuk, but there's no Kiddush. We have and we have and we have and we want. We have and we want and the Shayach begins. We'll do Chayk and Sira, we'll do his souls without any solos. Chatzkel told the Bachar in the Mir Yeshiva, they were saved, the entire Mir was saved from the Holocaust. Hashem saved the entire Mir Yeshiva, the entire Europe. Europe was aflame, but Hashem protected the Mir Yeshiva. And they were saved shortly after Simchas Torah. And Reb Chatzkel, who was well aware of Shemayim de Kazachim, Reb Chatzkel told people close to him, I was zeicha to have a good kesher to a Talmud of Reb Chatzkel. I don't remember if he heard this from Reb Chatzkel or heard it from Talmud Reb Chatzkel. But an Eid Nema nonetheless, and he said that Reb Chatzkel was made, that the Mir Yeshiva was saved, the Gzeira min HaShemayim, to save the entire Mir Yeshiva, was because of the way they sang Utsu Eitz of Sufar, Dabu Dom La Yopik Yimanu Telas in the state. Chatzkel wasn't the Megazim, but Chatzkel was made that the Mir Yeshiva was saved. Because of the way the Bachram with such sincerity said, Ki Yimanu Kel, Utsu Eitz of Sufar, the Goyim plant things, and that for the Dabu Dom they say a lot in La Yopik, Ki Yimanu Kel, because Hashem is with us. Now you want to know what Galus is? Galus is that we look at it, a group of Bachram dancing, it's so cute. Oh, it's so sweet. Lebedik Chevra. Galus is we don't have the whole world. The whole world shakes. The Rebbeinu Shalom was watching Reb Chatzkel, a shtick Geula was made the emes, and this is Galus and Geula. Galus is that people see, oh, it's so nice, that Lebedik Bachram. Somebody's off on the side, maybe learning like this. Lebedik Bachram, it's so cute. That's Galus. And Reb Chatzkel's a window into Geula. Rabbi taught us in the Chayz of Berlin that they didn't pay attention to the crown they were wearing. That's mamish, that's Galus. That's the Pirish of Galus, and we don't know what we have, what we're doing, the value, the Kapitel Tilim. After davening, the tefillah, the sitting down with the chavrusa for a few minutes, like there was shears, a kasha, a teretz, this one is. When we don't know a group of chevra singing that the world shaking, that this whole Xeris and Hashemayim, that the Chatzkel was made, that the entire Mir Yeshiva, and the Dairis that have come from that, from those tzaddikim, it was Nexar when the Bach was singing Utsu Eitz of Sufar Dabu Dom La Yopik Yimanu Kel. Galus is when we're oblivious to the greatness that's by us, that's in us, that's with us. And the words we sing and the words we say, the beauty of Yedidus, of friendship. Galus is when two friends are walking, giving chizuk. This one says a nice word. Galus is that a person doesn't have Efi and Shmuel. The whole world like stops. Nothing's. That's Galus. They're not realizing it's huge. Two Yidden getting kissed each other. Whole history changes from them. Dire born Kedusha Kiddush Shamayim. Galus is when we don't have Akara. And Gula is when that window is opened up. Anachnu Yisrael Ami, and it means something. There's a Rebbeinu Shalom. And there's a people of Hashem who are shaykh to Hashem. When a Yid gives chizuk to another Yid, that the Baal Shem was Komish Yesh Boideya Ki Ulivne Beisamish B'Yamam. You have a little awareness. The Baal Shem was like opening a little window. The Geula starting, a Geula Dikamatzah that people should see and know. The Baal Shem taught two Yidden like eating lunch together. And the same night in Shmak that be mechazik the other, that it's big stuff. That's Geula. And Galus is to live oblivious, is to be clueless to things that are big, to things that are happening, to things that are reality. Whatever that we're into, what's real, Kalish Deya. We want Deya, we want the MS, we want to be plugged into what's true. It's not like somebody comes like nice speech. Somebody comes and says nice speech, we're good boys, like a little chizuk, a little encouragement. Anybody who's been listening to maybe this summer and hears what's being said, being said to us, when I hear these words, a big part of me has big resistance. I have resistance for big tzaddikim. When people say it, that we're big, I have a lot of resistance. I push it, I overslept this day and forgot this, and I have resistance to that, but you're patting me on the back. But spending the summer with Rabbi, that's not what I'm feeling, that's not what I'm, and I'm actually, and I think a lot of our resistance, we don't want to hear it, it's a shtickle m'chayim. There's a gullus, there's a willful gullus to that, but it's not may offer cooking. Get up, Yid, it's not a kula, it's the chachomra. The kula is to say it. The chachomra is to understand that there's big things, that the Mir Yeshiva sang Utsu Eitz of Sufer on a Leil Shabbos, and nobody's joking. Nobody's joking. The Chef is dancing around this, saying the Shem of Bnei Yisrael, worlds are changing, worlds. Kiddush Shamayim. Short of the Kalish Baruch Hu, Massive Gracious, the Shem of Bnei Yisrael, Shabbos. On the day, we'll have Siyata D'Shmaya. Kol Roidev Kol Sigua, whoever runs after Hashem is a Sigua, Kol Roidev Kol Masik. Maybe on the day that we're mourning, because we know we're Shaya, because we know these stories are true, we know the Utsueif, and we know Utsu Shaya. We can also dance Utsueif sincerely, I mean it. Kimanu Kel Roshad, that we're like those B'nai Torah. Of course we know we're Shaya, we're mourning, we're going to wake up to the reality because we know we're shy of it. We're not wasting, we're not crying over things that are not shy because we are shy. So we'll have a siyata d'shmaya. We'll have a siyata d'shmaya. We'll have to have chatzais ready, get off the word ready quickly, get busy knowing what we're shy of. That's a siyata d'shmaya. Tomorrow we're going to start the daf because my bouncing here. I believe it's my guess is that we will start at 9.
Yes.
So we're going to try to start on time at 9. We're going to go till Chatzos. Chatzos is a bell, 1 o'clock. Is that So we're going till Chatzos, that's the Minig Yisrael. Till Chatzos, more intensive else. The Minig Yisrael has nothing to do with how many kinnas somebody says. That's not the, Yidden have said many kinnas. They say them all, say as many as. We'll probably end up saying 3, 5, 10. We'll say, Beis Hashem, the earliest ones will definitely say. I'll try to get Nachum most years. We'll put out which ones we're saying. There'll be a list we say. And we'll have them. We'll hear from Rabbi, we'll hear from the Heidelberg, we'll hear from Rabbi. We'll talk together, we'll sing together, we'll apply ourselves together to Chatzos. Remember again, in the morning, we're not putting on tefillin. I believe not to make a bracha on the tzitzis, is that put on the tzitzis, new bracha. At mincha, you'll either hear somebody putting on their talis nilitz ramein, you kiss your tzitzis. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll be light seeing. But you're not wearing tefillin and tzitzis at shachas, we'll put it on mincha, we'll be around 1:30. Break after chatzos, then a half-hour break, and then we'll have the mincha.